Good Monday morning. As you see in the title, today's day, first thing I want to say, happy birthday if you was born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today. And you see where I got in my thing, Mellaniyswansong. Go to her YouTube channel. Let's help her get, hello Yoakum, let's help her grow her YouTube channel. She loves kitty cats, and she has a son. I think he's 18 now. And he sings, plays, yes, I got him on. Yes, I got my socks on. You got your socks on, Yoakum? And listen to his music. I think he started playing music maybe 12, 13, guitar, the drums. And watch his videos on his mom's channel. And he might be the next star for country or rock and roll, or, just go to, I call her Mel, go to her YouTube channel. And I appreciate everything you all do for me. Let's start it off right. Hello, 709. I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. And I'm on a fixed income around $900, give or take a little. And here's where I'm going to get my tail chewed out. Hello, prisoner. I'm 70 plus. I kind of got like an email and told me exactly how I was. But that person's kind of new to like YouTube, Facebook, and stuff like that. You don't tell people your age. You don't tell them your age. They can steal your ID. I said 70 plus. They can use your information to buy houses or take out a loan in your name. That's why I said 70 plus. And that's for protection. I keep my nails kind of short. Not like some ladies, I like it when ladies have kind of long nails and scratch my back or my leg. Because my grandma, God rest her soul, she always scratched my legs. I'd be sitting on the swing on the porch in Orleans, Indiana. Orleans, Indiana is kind of northwest of Salem, Indiana, on 337. That way, if you're going through Salem. And that always relaxes me. And my YouTube channel is different from other people's channel. They let you cuss, they let you do this, or they let you put, hello grandson, doing just fine. I wash a bowl. Tomorrow, I think I fixed my banana pudding. Well, tomorrow's Tuesday. I have to go up to the newspaper place and get 3 newspapers. Well, Clark County, Scott County, and Washington County. I get extras for my neighbors. You know, they're a little bit older than me. That's okay. I know you got work to do. You got to go out and split the wood and bring the wood in, clean the ashes out of your fireplace or stove. And one thing I found out watching YouTube, people, you got a wood stove in your house. Hi, your local sprout, I'm going to say your local. They got a thing. No, I'm a lady. I'm not a man. I'm not a lady. I'm a man. That's been pretty good, everybody. And they got a thing you can put it on your wood stove. And it's kind of like a fan. I guess when it gets hot, that fan starts turning. Or like my late father-in-law, my son's grandpa. He had a wood stove. Don't you work too hard, grandson. And within the flue pipe, you have, I forget what it's called. It's got a fan, got tubes in it. You got a bar you can scrape the stuff off of it. I forget what it's called. And when that tube gets hot, the fan kicks on and it'll blow the heat that's in them tubes that goes up through the flue pipe. And like I said, I've been watching Amish people, how they build their houses, how they build their fireplaces, how they keep warm. And I wish I remember what Amish YouTube it was, but they showed you on a fireplace how to do it, like it stores heat or something. Plus, they also use kerosene lamps for lights, and they put heat out. I used to have a couple of them, and I think I had a few of them when I was married to that foxy lady. Because Charlestown, you never know about when the lights are going to go out. You never know. You get one of those oil lamps that got a shade on it. In the background of the oil lamp comes with like a metal shade or reflector that helps the heat. Keep them around the... Hello, K-Edit. What's up, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you. He will reward you for your good deeds. If you believe in God, you got to believe in God. Because He will protect you. I know, you kind of stubborn like me sometimes. Like one of my kids got part of me in her. And the other part of her mother. With them two together, part of her mother and me, Lordy, watch out. She's a hellcat. You don't want to make her mad. And, she's a good, I got a bunch of good kids. As my brother, the a-hole, which I don't talk about him, but that's okay. God will take care of him in his time. That old Doctor Who, whatever. Just fine. I think I watched one of your videos today. I think it was today. I watched a video, or I saw a doctor, who, hello, Michelle Larry. How you doing? Oh, is that a kitty cat in your picture? I like kitty cats. You all got to be nice to each other. And, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days. 3 days until Turkey Day. Yeah. And you all gonna leave, maybe go see your family, either by airplane or you gonna drive. And if you're gonna fly, the best thing to do is call the airport, see if there's any delays. I love Turkey too, but thanks to those Democrats in D.C. getting half of this and half of that, and I had to use my winter food that I use when it snows, because when it snows around me, I can't get out of my driveway, can't get up to the county road, because, there's important people on the main road right up there, maybe 100 feet. I'm just guessing. It could be less, it could be more. And just be careful when you go visit your family, and take it easy. I love those hearts. God bless you. And take it easy. Don't talk on your phone when you're driving. Maybe your better half could talk on the phone or text or videotape. If you got kids and they're in the back seat in their seat belt. Hello, KK. How you doing? Welcome, my friend. I gotta say hi to all your foxy ladies. I don't care if you're skinny as a beanpole, skinny, chubby, or a sweat hog, or a buffalo, or an elephant. There's always somebody out there for you. Just like the men. You got skinny ones, and you got chubby and the real fat ones. There's a lady out there for you. Don't you all give up. And like me, what I'm looking for in a foxy lady, kind of on the skinny side, not skinny as a beanpole. Well, skinny as a beanpole, I can carry her through the door. I know I am. I'm choosy at my old age. And but I don't want no woman that has watermelons. You seen Dog the Bounty Hunter, his wife with those watermelons. I know from experience, and ladies, you can back me up. Hello, KK. Because women that got watermelons, they're going to have back problems because they got a whole lot of weight up here. They're going to have back problems. With my medical problems, that would upset me because all they would do fuss, oh, my back's hurting, will you rub my back? You know, but I don't need to get upset. You know, I'm telling you the honest truth. You know, like I said, you saw where I had November so-and-so and Mellaniyswansong. I want you all go to her YouTube channel. Watch her videos, subscribe, and watch videos of her son. He's probably 18 now or 19. And you see him in the house, sitting on the steps, playing playing with his left hand, singing songs. Yeah, those are my reading glasses. You know, about a year ago, let's see, it was January, February, I had cataract surgery. I had it on this eye. And I was supposed to went back in, I think it was January. I was supposed to go back in 2 weeks. I had my other eye done. But thanks to the weather we got here, I said, don't schedule me until March. Because if it snows, I can't get out. You know, that's the truth. You know, I got a Toyota front-wheel drive. It's not like a four-wheel drive Jeep, four-wheel drive pickup truck. You know, you can put it in four-wheel drive high and still get out in the snow, but you reduce your speed, you know, like that. But I can't afford a four-wheel drive anything because of my income. I got too much in my budget and not enough money. And you go back to my YouTube, look in the description. It'll tell you my post office box. It'll tell you my PayPal account and my Cash App. Until I get my 1,000 subscribers. Hello, Kaya. Hi. KK, I think it's a female, I think. But people, if people subscribe to your YouTube channel, and you get the email from the person who subscribed to your YouTube channel, subscribe back to them. Help them out. Help them get their subscribers up. Help them get their watch hours up. That's what I do all day, is watch YouTube channels. Some I do subscribe because they don't have 1,000 subscribers. Some of them got 0. I've been on there 5 years or so. I like helping people like that. And some of them's on here after I've subscribed. And I like helping people because that's what God wants you to do. They want you to help people out. And if you all can help people out Thanksgiving, you know, those people won't have a good turkey day. Some people can't help because they're homeless, because their jobs moved out of state or moved out of the country, and they lost their job. Thanks, Pepsi Zero. And also, we got homeless veterans. I blame our government for not helping veterans. They let the veterans down. You know, they fought for this country. They fought for you and me, for our rights, our freedom. And we need to help everybody out. I don't care what color your skin is. Don't hate each other because of the color of their skin. Because we do have one thing in common with all races, Jews, Mexicans, Japanese, China, and all this, is we all got red blood. Let me find this paper. Somebody on my channel last night mentioned a cell phone. I hope I can spell it right because I can't pronounce it. It's Xiaomi. Xiaomi phone. It's an Android phone. Kind of like the iPhone 17, but we can't get it here in the United States. It only selling in China. I like to have it. And some of those videos I watched last night, I asked the ones that was doing the video, I said, do they use Cricket, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, or what? Then I found out it's only sold in China. It's nice. Like I said, yeah, this mustache I had back when I was maybe junior high, I think. If I shave it, I feel like I'm naked. I feel like I'm naked without a mustache. And, there's girls that likes guys with mustaches or beards. My grandpa Al, he's dead. He died in 92. He had one of those handlebar mustache where you twist it. And, the old time mustaches where you put wax on it and you can curl it up or in a circle. Maybe some of your old grandpas or great-grandpa had something like that. I did that a few times. But as I've told you all, if I get my 1,000 subscribers and I get moderated where I get super chats, there will be no membership. There'll be no memberships. I could use the extra money, but my YouTube channel, I'm trying my best to my ability. Mad USA, I'm 70 plus. That's all I say. I'm not going to tell you the exact age, like some people that knows me told me how old I was. That's how come I explain. You don't tell people your real age because people will steal your ID. That's too much personal information. In case there's some new people or old people that don't know that. I give my state out, but not my city. I do give the county. And still that's too much information. But you look my name up, even in Indiana, you're going to find... I used to smoke Mary Jane when I was younger. I was a drug addict. I was an alcoholic. I started doing that crap when I was 12 years old. It's been 25 plus years being sober from alcohol and drugs. And a case of beer when I started drinking was less than $2. for a case of 24. Now look, one a case is $20 to $30 a case. I can't afford it. It's not in my budget. When I used to pay for a half pint or what I used to pay for a pint, half pint, or a fifth, or a half a gallon, today prices, I can't afford it. Back in 73, 73, I think, I bought a case of Boone's Farm grape wine. I've drank and drive before, people, but never seen doubles until that night I drank I don't know how much of that Boone's Farm wine. And lucky I didn't kill myself that night, because I was going up to my girlfriend's house. It'd be, let's see, kind of east of Charlestown. They had an arm bridge, you know, the old arm bridge of 2 lanes. That night I saw 2 bridges. Lucky I went through the right bridge. I could have killed myself. Nobody on the road. When I got to my girlfriend's house, she jumped all over me. Her mom and dad jumped all over me. And they told me if I knew you was that drunk when we closed up, we would have took you home with us instead of letting you drive. That's how good that family was. You know, her dad's dead. I think one of her brothers is dead. Her mom's still alive. And I think her brother's still alive. Hello, Magic Winter. You know, I've been checking out Twitch, watching a few videos where these girls I got 2 fingers up right now, but back there that night, Joanne, drinking that Boone's Farm grape wine, I don't know how many fists I went through. But that's the first time I ever seen doubles from drinking beer, gin, vodka, tequila. I've never seen doubles before. But I'm glad I stopped drinking 25 plus years ago. I got 2 shots of moonshine that been in my icebox probably 8 years or more. 8 years I think I lived in this house that I own. And I don't miss it. I could go in there and drink those 2 shots of moonshine. But no, it's still sitting in my icebox where it's been for about 8 years. And I don't miss it. I don't miss smoking marijuana either. Because back there then, you get a nickel bag. And you got a lot. You get a nickel bag today, it's probably what? 1 or 2 joints is all you get in a nickel bag nowadays. Back there then, you probably roll probably 20 joints, maybe more. You know, I can't remember. That'd been a long time ago. But I did feel good. I don't know. There's Tom sitting up there in the window. That is Alex. And, everybody has to change. I screwed up like we all do when we young, dumb, and stupid. Well, I usually watch TV on YouTube. Yesterday, I cleaned out all the cat boxes. Yep, I remember that just like it was yesterday. I knew where to go to get it. And but the cops is getting so bad on it, even in Kentucky. And you don't want to go to Scottsburg, Indiana or Scott County, Indiana. They'll flat arrest you. I guarantee you they'll get you. And, they're getting downright picky on drugs around here. They arrest you. And the judge and prosecutors in Scott County, Indiana, you're in trouble when you go to court. And they'll hang you. They'll hang you. Even if your first time, you're looking at 5+ years if you get caught with drugs on you. Because they will hang you in Scott County. Clark County, they don't do that much. But they will hang you in Scott County. And because they had a good sheriff. He used to be state trooper. And Jerry Gooden, who's the sheriff, and he done a lot for Scott County, Indiana. He cleaned it up. Got the ladies of the night off the street corners. And all this. Now people can walk to the store, the dollar store, the family dollar store, or Save-A-Lots, or to a gas station. They can do that now. And it's safer in Scott County. Those ladies up. Well, you can buy CBD stuff here in the United States. They passed it where you can grow it and sell it. And Senator Mitch McConnell, the Kentucky senator, he voted for it. Now he's trying to stop it legal in all 50 states. He's a, dumb donkey. Yeah, 709 does have some good videos. He shows the animals. He shows everything about Canada. And that's what I like you all to do is go to 709 concert videos. And watch his YouTube channel. Subscribe. You learn about Canada, where he lives in Canada. And I've learned about St. John through Hudson and Rex, but I'm boycotting Hudson and Rex. I'm not watching it. Like tonight, I could be watching it on TV, but I'm boycotting it. I'm watching NCIS New Orleans, I think it is, that I'm watching. And the way that City TV, that's a TV station there in Canada who broadcasts Hudson and Rex. And Charlie's name is John Ridden. As you know, he got cancer, or did have cancer. They fired him. To me, that was a no-no. They was a-holes for firing him. Him And the dog wreck, that was the show. Oh, I forgot about Sarah, Charlie's girlfriend in the Hudson and Rex show. And you'd be surprised how many countries that watch Charlie, Hudson and Rex. Because I'm helping promote 709's YouTube channel. Just like 709 and other people helping me. And you people on here helping me grow. And you talk about me on your channel. And I want to thank you all. We are family. That's how come at the beginning I tell you about my medical problems and my income and approximately age. I'm trying to be honest with you, to tell you the truth. And try to listen to you all. Where to go get help. What not to do. Trying to teach you not to hate people. I don't care if you've been in jail or prison. God says you deserve a second chance. That's what I do. I give you all second chances. I don't care what you do. Some I get little P.O. about. But I had 2 people on here in the last week that I don't like. And I'm not going into it, but I do watch them when they on the other person's YouTube channel. And I know that they're lying. I'm 70 plus years old. I'm just like a lie detector. I can tell when you're lying. I can tell you. I trained myself. I taught myself. And plus, I got friends who's police officers. They told me what to watch for. And I got police officers. It's on my YouTube channel. They're on everybody's YouTube channel. They're there looking for people who might be computer hackers, or they're on the run from the cops. Yeah, I saw some of them old pictures, Joanne, that 709, back in the 20s and 30s. I like looking at old stuff like that. I like looking at stuff like that. I don't know if they teach in history anymore about Canada. I know when I was in school, they taught you about Canada, all the provinces of Canada. But I don't know if they do it anymore. If any of your young kids is on here or watch it later, and I like to, what's that actor? I know there's Hepburn, but was it Artie Murphy, who was a soldier in the Army? Went from sergeant to lieutenant. He was 16 when he went in, and he hold off a whole, there's a movie. It's in black and white. It's Artie Murphy during the war, fighting, I believe, with the Germans. And and all this. Then you find movies with Jimmy Stewart. I think he was in the Air Force. And there's a bunch of actors that was in the military, like old Shirksey on Hogan Heroes. He was in the service. I think maybe Shirks was in the either Army or Air Force. I can't remember. You got a bunch of TV actors and movie actors that was in the armed forces. And I like to watch old shows like Little Rascals, Adam 12, Herman Munster, the Addams Family. I like old shows. You know, Bonanza or the Ponderosa, the Cartwright family. Ben, Adam, Hoss, Little Joe, and Hopsine, and who else came along? Candy on the Ponderosa. I think they had 10,000 acres of their farm there in the show. And if you all like scary movies, Channel 4 TV, it's WTTV out of Bloomington, Indiana. It had Sammy Terry. You can probably look him up on YouTube. Sammy Terry. He wore a kind of like makeup. It came on Saturday night, I believe. My mom and me used to watch it. I was little, and I was kind of scared, and I had to go to church. Uh, 709, you said Air Force. I think he was in the Army. I believe Elvis Presley was in the Army. I believe Elvis was in the Army, not the Air Force. If I remember right. I could be wrong, but I think Elvis Presley was in the Army. I think sometime tomorrow, I'm going to start fixing that ham since I use a crock pot and use that. I got to see how much food stamps I got, enough to where I can buy a 24 pack of hot dogs.
You going to Walmart tomorrow?
No, I'm going up and get the paper and the dollar store. Right, you want to go?
Yeah. So I'd like to get a couple gallons of lemonade.
Okay. That'd probably be around 12, probably. Could be. You know, Elvis Presley is the king. You know, I'm hearing so many stories about Elvis Presley. You know, he had a twin. Because Elvis died and his twin take over Elvis' spot. Could that be possible? Nobody knows. But I think Elvis Presley is alive. I think he's back as Bob Joyce. But people, go back and look Elvis Presley up. I think he was in the Army. Because I remember the 3 stripes. That's Army. And I saw the things on his uniform was Army. Even back there then, Air Force had different type of uniform and badges. But I think Elvis was in the Army. I don't want to argue, but I think Hey, Joanne, what you do, you can make your choice like I tell people. Go to Bob Joyce on YouTube. Go to Bob Joyce on YouTube. He has church service and he got a music service. I always done his church service. And look for where he sings How Great Thou Art. Listen to that, then listen to Elvis Presley singing the same song. You cannot tell them two apart. No, you're not. It's your right as a foxy lady to talk. My son says I'm just like a lady. I talk too much when we get out. And because I'm stuck at home. I got my kitty cats to talk to. But they can't talk human. All they do is meow. Or like Kathy. I don't see Kathy in here. Maybe she's in the living room. When she wants something, she either taps me on my face if I'm sleeping. If that don't work, then she comes out with her toenails. It's like ice picks sticking into your face. But I kind of got my kitty cat said, I don't want to get woke up until 9 or 10 o'clock. No, you're not. Joanne, you still only 21. Or is it 16? I'm joking on that one. You still a young lady. You still a young chicken of 21 years old. I guess you call that flirting. I don't know. I'm trying to make everybody feel good. You know, just like I see old people, maybe my age or older. I always say, hello, young lady. Hello, young man. It makes them feel good. You're younger people. You know, if you go to a grocery store, Walmart, or gas station, I couldn't wait till I turned 21. Then I could go in a bar legal. I've been going in bars since I was 15 years old. And they had a bar in Charlestown up on the square. They call it the Horseshoe Bar. A school teacher, him and another guy own it. Both of them is dead now, I believe. And I was in there on my birthday. Because it was legal then. And the teacher asked the guy, asked him for his ID. He said, sir, I know he's 21. He's been coming in here for years. So I pulled my ID out, and they looked at it, looked at me, kind of, and the guy said, let him drink the rest of the night for free. And, but they took me home because I was too drunk to drive home that night because it was my 21st birthday. Like my son, when he turned 21, he walked to the bar and he walked home because it was only about 2 blocks away, I think. And he hasn't touched a drop since then. He just wanted to try it. Because his uncle was a town drunk, like oldest on hello there. Trachayaki. It's no use, because I would screw your name up. And like Otis on Andy Griffin's show. That's how my son's uncle was. And people, like I say, go to 709's concert videos, I think it is. Look up his videos. Subscribe to him. That way you learn about Canada and the animals they got up there where 709 lives. And one of his videos, I fell in love with one of those girls. She's in her 30s. I think her name was Meg, I think. You know, I'm going to have to go back and watch her videos. She had short hair and always wore white clothes or white pants and all this. She had a good voice. You know, but she could sing. And I watch all those videos. I watch it on my TV instead of my cell phone. And that's what I do. After I get off of here and go through and take it out of private mode into public mode. Lordy. And people, Canada does not pay me to say this. You all getting at the age to retire. You can take the money you get from your retirement and move to Canada, and you have more money than what you would have. Hello, Speedy. No, I'm going to take it when I get off of here. If I take it like in the morning time like I'm supposed to, I'll probably be asleep right now. Because I take the medicine for my arthritis, my blood pressure, and all this. And after I take my medicine tonight, I got to fill my pill container up tomorrow. It's about 10 or 15 pills I take. And I'm hoping Santa Claus is good to me. I told Santa Claus I wanted a new laptop, you know, like a gaming laptop with 1 gigabyte of hard drive, a good graphics card, plenty of RAM, you know. But this new one I got in February, HP won't fix it under warranty. Okay, Joanne, you take it easy. Hope you have a good turkey day with your family. Hope you get released from your doctor where you can do more and more. I think you can drive now, I believe. And I got to say hi to all those foxy ladies. You know, because you all good foxy ladies. You might think you're ugly, but there's somebody out there that think you the beautiful thing on this earth. So don't put yourself down. And if I had a chance to take this one foxy lady back, would I do that? I probably would, but we would have to talk. See what we want out of it at our old age, since we both over 60 years old. I forget exactly how old she is. I think I'm a few years older than she is, I think. Maybe 2 to 4 years older, I think. I'm just guessing. Foxy lady let me know. And what would my kids do if I was to take one of my kids' mother back? One, I wouldn't. She's an a-hole. But the foxy lady I'm talking about, you know, I don't think that it wouldn't happen. They both is nuts. They're crazy. They wouldn't do that. But knowing my kids, they probably have us both committed to a mental hospital if we got back together. I'm in my 70s. I'm 70 plus. That's all I'm going to say. Because that's personal information that you're not supposed to give out. And I done had one person sent me an email because I know a person watched my YouTube videos. But that person never does make a comment. And I want you people, you have to wait until I get off to leave a comment. I've done something on my iPhone. It's not this button on the side where you can mute your phone calls, where you won't hear the phone ring. There's a menu I went in somewhere. Well, stay in school. Stay in school. Keep your nose clean. Leave the girls and boys alone, because you all too young to have kids. It'll mess your life up. Maybe you want to go to college. Maybe become a doctor or a lawyer. You don't want to mess your life up. And when I was in school, when I was your age, we had 10 to 15 kids in the classroom. The teachers back there then can help each student out. I wasn't that good in school. I was, I guess you call it dummy, a retard, not smart. And I have asked a straight A student, and that idiot wouldn't help me. I said, if that's how smart people is, I don't want to be like him. I like helping people out. Now kids in school got 20 to 50 kids in the classroom. Well, high school, you got different teachers, maybe 5 different teachers, and I guess each class, an hour and 10, hour 15. That teacher cannot spend, if you got 50 kids in a class, he or she can't spend time at each one of those kids who's not too good on their grades. That's how come, if you can, help kids out in your class. Maybe it makes F's, D's, and C's, C+, maybe B-. Help them out, because they're not going to forget you. They might be a VIP, a very important person one day. They're not going to forget you. If you abuse the kids in the class or a bully, they're not going to forget you. I guarantee you they won't forget you. And you try to treat everybody nice. Try your best. Don't give up. Keep trying. Don't never give up. If you have problems with any students in class, tell your parents or tell the teacher, because they do have laws about being bullied. If the school won't do nothing, you tell your parents. if you're being bullied in school, no matter if you're a girl or a boy. Tell your parents, and they take care of it. Even if they won't do nothing at school. When your parents gets a lawyer and bring a lawsuit against the school corporation, they have changed their ways. But don't bully anybody in school. Be good. Do your best. Try your best. Don't never give up. Try your best. Maybe you like to fly helicopters or airplanes, or maybe you want to become a FBI agent or a doctor, a lawyer, or a nurse. You can go into the military, and they'll pay for it. You have to give them a few extra years. You have to give them a few extra years. Say, if you become a lawyer and you go in the military, you become a lawyer, you can go into JAG. You remember JAG on TV with Harm and what's that lady lawyer, Mackenzie or what? I can't remember. And you could be a JAG officer. Or you can go in there and be an MP. I guess the MPs in the service still go to the FBI Academy. And you have the federal certificate. You can come an FBI agent, this and that, Or you can become a doctor in the military. You have to give them extra years. And you'll be an officer. You can do that. Or a nurse, a lawyer, doctor, or anything like that. You can get into computers. The military will pay it if it's guaranteed. That's one thing you got to do. Find out if it's guaranteed. And just everybody stay in school and don't start a family while you're in school. Wait till you're out of school, get your education. Wait till you're about 28 to start having kids, because it costs a whole lot of money right now. Even a kid at 13 years old, how are they going to afford a kid? You got to buy diapers. You got to buy baby things. 13 years old, you're not going to have the money to do that or be a good parent. So I would wait till you get your education out of the way. Wait till you're 28 years old to start a family. No. But, don't never give up, people, because God does not give up on you. You might give up on God, but God has not given up on you. No matter what nationality you are, what religion you are, or if you don't believe in God, God has not given up on you. Just follow your dreams. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. And don't hang around the wrong people that your mom and dad taught you the right from wrong about drugs and alcohol. I'd rather be a live chicken than a dead chicken, So I want you all to be safe. And remember, Thursday is 3 days until Thanksgiving. Be careful when you're out there on the road driving to go see people. Be careful. Don't forget about the homeless people. Maybe, I don't know if they still do it in school, where you all get food to take to the homeless people. I know some parts of the United States does it in some church groups. And maybe if your school let you do it. I know it's late now, but if you can open the cafeteria and your kids could have a turkey dinner for some of the people in that school system, or it's a homeless that come there can get a good turkey dinner. Or, well, school gets out early for Christmas, so you can't do it there, but maybe your church you go to will let you do something like that for Turkey Day and Christmas. You know, some of us can't help it because we don't have the money to do this or that. And I just want everybody to be happy and be safe. Don't give out too many information. Don't tell me how old you are, because you got stranger danger people out on YouTube channels hunting for young age people. And I just want you to watch yourself. I don't want you to get bullied in school, out of school, middle age, my age. We don't need to get bullied. It's wrong. It is wrong. So don't bully anybody. And men, please stop abusing those foxy ladies. That is wrong. If you got kids and your kids sees you bullying their mama, beating your mama, when they get old enough to date, they're going to think that's what they're supposed to do to their mate. Just think about it. It's time to stop it. No abuse of old ladies. I know there's women that does abuse men, but the men don't report it because they're men. But you try to treat each other good. Be nice. Help out around the house. You kiddos, watch your mom and dad cook. Watch them how they wash clothes, clean the house. Because one day you're going to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, get married and have kids. And what happens if somebody gets sick? Who's going to cook? Who's going to wash the clothes? Who's going to clean the house up? Just think about it. You can't keep eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or bologna sandwiches. You know, learn how to cook. Learn how to wash the clothes. Your mom would teach you how to separate the clothes and what water temperature. You know, ask them. They'd be glad to help you out. That's what your mother and dad's all about, to teach you. I'm kind of late on a few things, but that's how come God helps me with my YouTube channel. Try to teach you all. Because I wasn't a perfect person when I was young. I was an a-hole. You know, there's things that I've done, I wish I could go back in time and change it. But I can't. We don't have a time machine. But you all stay out of trouble. Put your faith into God. And you girls and boys, Remember, your dad and mom was young like you are. They know every trick in the book. Your mother's going to know every trick in the book that a boy would do. And same thing as a dad. They know every trick that a boy would do on a girl. They know everything. And your young kids forget about that. Say, Dad and Mom, you don't know what you're talking about. Remember, your parents was your age at one time. That's the truth. They was young. They were 12. You know, they was young. And you can't forget it. You know. But God does want you to help people out. And one thing, it's the time of the year that I ask you all, if you can, donate to the wounded warriors. That's your veterans. You see that on your local TV station. And donate to St. Jude's Hospital. That's kids with cancer. Because you people that got money, it could be somebody in your family that is at St. Jude's Hospital. And you can't forget about them. Because God will reward you for your good deeds. So if you can donate to St. Jude's Hospital and Wounded Warriors and help out the veterans, which our government has let our veterans down. And I want you all to be safe. You all have a good Turkey Day. Will I be on here Turkey Day? I don't know. If I get eating a whole bunch of ham, I might be sleeping most of the time. But you all have a good Turkey Day. If they still got school where you're at right here in the USA, watch out for the yellow school buses in the morning and the afternoon. Watch the school zones. The speed limit is around 25 to 30 miles an hour in the school zone. Watch for that. And since you're going to be out on the interstate, watch what you're doing, because there's crazy people out there. If you see somebody pull off to the emergency lane, slow down if you can and move over to the left lane, or a fire truck or ambulance or a tow truck or somebody broke down, slow down, and if you can, get in the left-hand lane if you can, but slow down. Because 5-0, Smokey, Popo, they're going to be out there watching you. That's a fact. And they're going to be watching. People likes to drink alcohol on Turkey Day instead of being home with their family. And Christmas time, they're going to be out drinking. New Year's Eve, they're going to be out. And that cops, it tells on TV that the cops are going to be out there patrolling. And you still go out drinking and driving home drunk and you hurt somebody. To me, that's stupid. If you're going to drink, stay at home. Don't go out. Make sure you got plenty of alcohol where you don't have to go out. Stay at home. If you're going to have company come over, take your car keys away where they can't leave drunk, because you can be held responsible if they get drunk and drive and kill somebody. Just think about it. I want you all really think about it. So I salute you all, people, and your veterans. Send my 5 brothers. Happy Turkey Day. I know I'm early. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. And thank you, Foxy ladies. You know, but that's okay. You all good people. That's what I like about you. I'm worse than a woman. When I get talking, all I want to do talk, 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 talk. So good night, sweet dreams, and follow your dreams. Don't give up. Keep trying. So I love you all. You all be good.